And just about to get underway as the starting fives have been announced. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment.
How about that pass? Come on, that was amazing. Nice.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. We do see NBA teams utilizing more zone defenses. Raptors coach Nick Nurse said, offense changed so drastically, now defense is having to adjust. Lakers' Frank Vogel said when your team is down and looking for a spark, the zone can break their rhythm. Kevin?
We see cycles all the time in the NBA for sure, David. Thank you. And now here's the upcoming schedule for the Dallas Mavericks. On Tuesday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors. Then on Wednesday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers.
And for that game against Indiana, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. They've got Sabonis. Torrey Craig is out there with LeVert, and it's Holiday in at the 3 spot. And for Dallas, Finney Smith in at the forward with Porzingis as the other. Luka Doncic out there with Jalen Brunson, and it's Powell in at the 5 spot. And Clark, some guys check the standings every morning. Others try to avoid it. What was your approach?
Well, we were struggling as a team when I was playing, so the standings weren't that significant. Just trying to win games was my primary focus. But as I've watched players, I do know that the better the team is, typically the more guys are checking the standings to see what other teams of their ilk are doing in the league. When you play with Luka now, Doncic, he's ready to find you if you're open, so you've got to be ready to receive.
Pass to Sabonis. Just 5 on the clock. From 12 feet out, it's tipped. Porzingis against Holiday. Brunson the pass to Porzingis. Back to Brunson.
2 minutes remaining.
Now Porzingis.
2 minutes.
Pass to Brunson. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's LeVert. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game.
Well, I love LeVert's demeanor. Even under pressure, this guy stays calm and just does his job.
And Kevin, everybody's dissected Luka's offensive game, trying to find that weakness. And just here to tell you, I don't think he has it.
Brunson against LeVert. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Another 3 for Dallas.
Off to a nice start here. They've hit all 3 from the field.
Sykes, guarded by Doncic. Here's LeVert. A shot that time, not on target. Nice D from Porzingis. Brunson scanning the floor. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Doncic kicks to Powell. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Brunson. The rebound by Holiday.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And that's a foul called on Porzingis. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Maxi Kleba, he's checked in for Powell. Brown comes in for Porzingis. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Hardaway is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Here's Duarte. 17 points in his last outing. Leaner from distance. Yep, it counts.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
You know, guys, if they're inside, that shot probably gets blocked. But from mid-range, I mean, he's able to get it off over the bigger defender there.
And so it's Dallas, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And big man Kristaps Porzingis not resting on his laurels. He describes what he does to get better in the offseason.
Just getting in that weight room and living in there, basically. Doing what I need to do, and then I'm going to be twice a day in the basketball court as well, just working on everything. So.
And at 7'3", and with a few injuries over the last couple of years, Greg, that lower body strength work, so important for KP.
Absolutely. I mean, his skill is tremendous for a player his size, but keeping his body strong is going to be critical.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
The guard pair, it's Doncic and Hardaway. Reggie Bullock is out there with Brown. And it's Kleber in at the 5. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks.
A super high percentage shot there. You just can't allow him to get that close.
Here's Hardaway, following the score by Indiana. The kick out to Brown.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Driving to the basket. It's deflected. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Kristaps Porzingis is returning to form after his knee surgery. He says making sure it's strong and stable is nonstop work. I'm feeling better, and I have confidence that I can go out there and play freely. His offense has been great. It's the defensive end he's still getting right. Guys?
Well, we know he can be a presence, DA, and I think eventually he's going to be what he wants to be. Thank you. Now here's Hardaway. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game.
Encouraging to see Hardaway Jr. knock it down from there, proving he can do damage from this area.
Timeout charge to the Pacers. Ladies and gentlemen, your Mavericks dance team.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Powell, he's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Porzingis comes in for Brown. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Reggie Bullock. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Holiday, a screen on Brunson. Sykes. A stupendous finish in traffic.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
And, you know, that's a really good sign. I mean, they stumbled out of the gate, but they're starting to look a little better now and regaining some ground.
And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for Domantas Sabonis.
And guys, I think the grind of the season is catching up with him a little bit. It comes across in his rebounding numbers. Over the past 5 games, they've taken a tumble. He seems to be wearing down a bit. Maybe tonight, though, he can get his legs back under it.
To the inside. Sykes. Brunson covering. Sykes driving inside. The layup missed. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. The Pacers beat them last time when these two teams met in Indiana.
You know, I don't like to use the word shock, but that was a shocking result for me. Nobody saw that one coming. To lose to that team was surprising enough, but to get blown out like that?
I know. I mean, I'm with you there. It just seemed as though they were sleepwalking their way through that entire game. It was, in my estimation, just inexcusable.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Mavericks lead by 7. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, guys. Coach, where do you look to shore things up at the defensive end of the floor?
They're hitting us in some different areas, you know, so we got to give help on the inside. And with the guys we have playing tonight, we got to be real persistent and real together.
Got to find that chemistry very quickly. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so is our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out.
I hope they see the upcoming road games as an opportunity to spend time together and build trust. The ties you make with your guys on the trip can really strengthen the squad, like me and you, Ernie. Forget Kenny, me and you are tight.
And now for that first half we just saw, some good momentum leading into quarter 3 for the Mavericks.
They were in such a groove that entire first half, especially on the offensive end. Good play calling, good execution, and by and large, they take great shots.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more Hoops action.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Nice game. Great performance by Tim Hardaway Jr.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the Pacers, they've got Torrey Craig. Also Sabonis out there, and it's Holiday in at the 3 spot. And a lot of players want a voice in team strategy, and I've always wondered, Greg, is there a downside for coaches letting their players get too involved?
I mean, there is a belief that you can have too many cooks in the kitchen, right? But if a player knows his stuff, it's worth at least hearing him out, if only to keep those open lines of communication.
Sykes. Brunson covering. Craig with a screen on Doncic. And it's LeVert missing.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Mavericks leading by 8. Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. Dallas moving the ball around. The shot comes out, and Indiana will go the other way with it. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. That team is a little road weary right now. That is the 6th consecutive game away from home. Sabonis trying to get open, and there it is for him. LeVert's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Hits it from 3-point range. Holiday's got himself on the board with 3 there.
That fast break 3 is one of his favorite shots. He's never afraid to pull it up from deep.
The loudest and crazy fans get a free T-shirt. Let's hear it, fans. All right.
And Dallas going with the whole new group out
For
there.
your Mavericks dance
Let's
team.
check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year.
Mavericks dance
Take a look at the Mavericks. They're having a solid season. 5th in the conference and looking to move up.
And you know, for the Mavericks, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
And they need to stay focused. I mean, they have to ensure they hang on to a high seed. It's imperative for them.
And Indiana making a change here. Clock at 6. Ntilikina looking it over. That's good from 17 feet away. Ntilikina's got his first 2 points of the night.
You know, Ntilikina hard to contain. Even when the defense is surrounding him, got him bottled up and wrapped up, that quick release lets him shoot over the defense.
Here's Brissett. No points in the game yet for him. Back to Stevenson. And he drives in, and they pick up 2.
And the offense starting to click for them this half. They've raised that field goal percentage quite a bit since the break.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Down low, it's stolen. For the tie, and the Pacers another 3. 11 seconds left to play in the third. And here is Hardaway. 3-pointer. No good that time. It's a tie game in Dallas. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. The big man on the floor for them, Porzingis and Clayball. Jalen Brunson out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Sabonis with the bucket.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, they're in a nice zone right now, and that basket looks, you know, it can handle 2 balls at once. It looks like now it could probably, for them, handle 3 or 4 balls at once as well as they're shooting.
That one good for 2. Brunson's got the game tied up here for Dallas.
What a shot over the bigger defender. That could prove to be a massive bucket.
Does not get much tougher than that. Tough defense, high pressure situation, clutch play. I love it.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Pivotal bucket from Sabonis there. This guy just continues to rise to the challenge.
Hey, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
They've been penetrating with a certain amount of ease, guys, just as much in this half as the first.
Something that also stands out tonight is the number of assists they have. I mean, that's a mark of a good club.
And Sabonis, no good on that one.
Domantas Sabonis, so versatile, brings so much to his position. He scores, he passes, rebounds, and defends at a high level.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
And the Pacers with possession here, following the score by Dallas. Screen by Sabonis. And Lamb, here we go. And that one drops for him.
Growing up more and more, shots like this prove Lamb has the confidence and the presence of mind to take shots like that.
Now, here's Doncic. Stolen away. Sykes, guarded by Doncic. Here's LeVert. And it's good, 2 points. And now a 4-point Indiana lead.
What a tough make that was by LeVert. Refused to be denied, and great concentration.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Connects from 3-point range.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
All right.
Justin Holiday's checked in for Indiana. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He told him, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, getting to the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Here's Doncic. Karis LeVert making his last shot.
and you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
LeVert against Brunson. Now here's LeVert. Defense is right there. Count it!
Yeah, LeVert's so good at getting to his spots and capitalizing once there. Fun to watch him when he gets rolling like this.
Get on your feet and make some picture time. All right, rookies come on your court. Come on and go out for your Mavericks dance team.
Here's Brunson. The three for Doncic. It counts. A tremendous three to tie it up.
Wow, look at the damage this young man is doing from deep. And there's another one.
And it's a big one. What a performance from long range. Remarkable.
Now here's LeVert. It's rebounded by Doncic. Brunson against LeVert. Doncic with it. Porzingis sets the pick for Doncic. Bullseye!
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three-happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Mavericks dance team. Hey, let's hear it. We're almost there.
Holiday with the three.
Wow. He got it in!
Guys, that's one for the highlight reel. They needed a three to extend the game, and the young fella delivered.
Yes, he did. A clutch shot, and really what I like, guys, there was no hesitation. He shot it freely and with confidence. As a result, we're headed to overtime.
And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the floor for Dallas, the guard pair, it's Doncic and Hardaway. Maxi Kleber is out there with Powell. And it's Bullock in at the small forward position. Indiana's gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. Sabonis inside. Powell's there. Yep, that one goes in there. Sabonis has got the first basket here in overtime for the Pacers.
Hey, Sabonis will occasionally shoot some threes, but this area is where he's most comfortable.
Doncic right side. That one goes in. Doncic has got it all tied up now for the man.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as you can take him.
Sabonis with the bucket.
Sabonis is simply relentless on the boards, doing a nice job getting that second chance basket.
The three for Doncic. The Pacers pull it in. Great action here if you're just joining us, about 1 minute into OT. To the paint. There's Sabonis. Misses the baby hook.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
The three for Doncic. No good on that one. And so here is Indiana. A 2-point game. Right wing. To the middle. Good.
Sabonis, really good basketball instincts, especially in the paint area. Knows exactly how to operate.
A different look for Dallas. Porzingis is coming in for Maxi Kleber. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Reggie Bullock. The Pacers also changing it up. Torrey Craig comes in for Goga Bitadze. And Justin Holiday subbed in for Lance Stevenson.
Mavericks timeout call. All right, rookies come on the court. Come on and get loud for your Mavericks dance team.
Here's Hardaway. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here he goes. Good. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Hardaway Jr. proving he can get it done even under pressure. Excellent confidence.
Hey fans, who wants a free t-shirt? Make some noise! Ladies and gentlemen, your Mavericks dance team. Come on, man. Stand up and make some noise!
When they foul intentionally, they're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
And Indiana making a change here. LeVert's checked in. And they go to the intentional foul.
Come on and get loud for your Mavericks dance team. Substitution for the Pacers. Harris LeVert. Mavericks foul.
It's the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Indiana.
So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And he steps up and knocks them down, making it a 2-possession game.
Launches a 3. It falls! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Offensively, there's nothing Doncic can't do. I mean, consistency with the 3-ball being one of the few things left that he has to refine.
That's his first personal foul. Third team foul.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
The line for 2.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
You know, Karis LeVert had a few surgeries before entering the NBA, but took kind of a unique step in writing an open letter to NBA GMs telling them physically he'd be ready for the league. And you know what? He was right.
Now Doncic beyond the arc. So a close game sees Indiana take this one. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came on in the extra period.
What a ride. I mean, I thought it might end in regulation, but you know what? They came through big and did exactly what was necessary once we got into OT.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. As we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Domantas Sabonis.